Okay, let's see 47. This is the matrix associated with the 47. Take a look. Good. Now, this is a pivot, 1. Let's apply the following row operation: minus 2R1 plus R2 stored in the new R2. Minus 2 times every element in the row 1 plus every entry in the row 2, sorry. Give me one number that is stored in the row 2. This is 1, negative 1, 0, and 6, que is this number. 1, negative 1, 0, and 6. And row 2 is 2, 0, minus 3, and 16. Okay, this is 0, because minus 2 plus 2. This is 2, this is minus 3, and this is 12 plus 16 is 4. Okay, so our new matrix, row 1 and row 3 stay the same, and the only change is row 2. Okay, 0, 2, minus 3, and 4, and this stays the same. Now, if you're subtracting this row, so you're subtracting, for example, minus row 2 plus row 3 stored in the new row 3, we have minus, 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 plus, 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 and plus. In row 2 we have 0, 2, minus 3, and 4. In row 3 we have 0, 2, 1, and 4. Let's see what happened. This is 0. This is 0 again because it's minus 2 plus 2. This is 4. And this is 0 again. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0. And the new matrix is 1, negative 1, 0, 6, 0, 2, minus 3, 4, 0, 0, 4, and 0. Okay, this is the last equation. It's obvious. 4z is equal to 0. Remember, this column represents x, this y, this is z, and this is the right hand side number. So 4c equals 0. Then c is equal to 0. Now substitution in either equation, back substitution, for example. Let's substitute in the second equation, que is 2y minus 3z is equal for 2y minus 3 times 0 is equal 4. 2y is equal 4 divided by 2, both sides, y is equal to. Now substitution, and for example the first equation is x minus y equals 6, x minus 2 equals 6, x is equal 6 plus 2 is 8. Now the solution is the triple order 8, 2, 0. Okay, 49. This is the matrix associated. Let's do it first. This row operation. This is minus 2 times R1 plus R2 stored in R2 is minus 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Let's do it mentally. 1 minus 2, 3, and 7 stay the same. Likewise, minus 3, 2, minus 2, and minus 10 stay the same. Okay, so in this case, minus 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Minus 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. And negative 2 times 7 is negative 14 plus 4 is negative 10. Okay, and this is the first row operation. We have 0 here. I need 0 here. Therefore, remember opposite signs. 3R1 plus R3 store in R3. Let's see. Row 1 and row 2 stay the same. Now let's see what happened in row 3. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 3 is 0. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 minus 2 is 7. And 3 times 7 is 21, minus 10 is 11. Okay. Now, for example, you apply the following idea. In order to get the pivot here, you divide by 5. You divide, for example, row 2 divided by 5. Store in the new row 2. And when you divide it by 5 here, you have 5 divided by 5 is 1. Is 1. Negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 1. And negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. Super. Now, let's continue. The next row operation is, for example, in order to get 0 here, is 4, the opposite number, remember, R2 plus R3 store in new row 3. Okay, now let's go. Okay. Row 1 stay the same. Row 2 stay the same. But row 3 change. Let's see what happens. 4 times 1 is 4. No, it's row 2. 4 times 0 is 0. Plus 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. Minus 4 is 0. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Plus 7 is positive 3. And 4 multiplied by negative 2 is negative 8. Plus 11 is positive 3. Okay, ready. The last equation is, remember, this is x, y, z, and this is the right hand side number. 3z equal 3. Conclusion is z equal 1. Now substitution, for example, in back substitution in this equation. And this equation can contain only 2 variables. Entonces es y minus c equal minus 2, but c is 1 here, entonces y minus 1 is equal minus 2, then y is equal minus 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, now finally substitution in the last equation, because this equation is x minus 2y plus 3z equals 7, x minus 2 times negative 1 plus 3 times 1 is equals 7. This is x plus 2 plus 3 is equals 7, x plus 5 is equals 7, therefore x is equals 7 minus 5 is 2. X is 2. Now the solution is the triple order 2, negative 1, positive 1. Okay. In this case, I need a pivot here. You divide, for example, the row 1 divided by 2. So we have in row 1. When you divide the entire row 1 by 2, we have then 1, negative 1, negative 1, 1, the rest stay the same. Okay, now continue with the column number 1. This is minus 2 row 1 plus row 2, store a new row 2. So when you multiply, look, you multiply minus 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 here. Okay, the other row stay the same, 1 and 3. The only change is the row 2. Okay, let me copy. Okay, repeat again. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2 plus 3 is 5. Negative 2 again times negative 1 is positive 2 plus 1 is 3. And negative 2 times one is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Good. Okay, the next row operation is negative 3r1 plus r3 is stored in r3 because I need 0 here. Entonces es, okay, let me copy again, row 1 and 2. Okay, doesn't change. Entonces negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 here. Negative 3 times negative 1 is 3 again, and 3 plus 0 is 3. And negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 plus 0 is negative 3. Okay. Now, let's see what happens if you subtracting, for example, negative row 2 plus row 3 and store this new information in the row 3. So basically subtraction, this, and this. When you're subtracting and store this new information in the row 3, we have, well, let me copy in the other part. Yeah, let me copy here. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, let me copy. This is 5 here. Okay, 0, 5. Let me erase this part here. Okay, it's the original. Now, when you're subtracting this minus this, we have 1, -1, -1, 1. Row 1 stay the same. Row 2 stay the same. Now you're subtracting. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. And 0 minus 3 is 3 positive. Okay, to try to interpret the last equation. The last equation is, remember, this is x, y, z, and right hand side number. The first equation is 0x plus 0y plus 0z is equal to 3. So 0 is equal to 3 is a contradiction. Therefore, the interpretation is non-solution. Non-solution, the system has no solution, in other words, inconsistent. Consistent system. Okay.